Alright, today we're going to talk about percent composition. And what percent composition is, it's going to tell you by mass what percent of a compound is made of individual elements. For example, I know we did nomenclature a few days ago. The name of this, if you want to try to name this, the charge comes from lead here, so this is lead 3 sulfate. And we're going to try to determine the percent composition of each of the three elements that make up lead 3 sulfate. So using whole numbers rather than decimals for molar mass, we have lead is 207 grams per mole, sulfur is 32, and oxygen 16. So what we're going to do first is decide what's the molar mass of this. So looking at the formula here, we know we have 2 lead, or 2 moles of lead, per mole of lead 3 sulfate, times, we know that lead is 207 grams per mole. So that's going to be 414 grams. Okay. We're going to do the same here for sulfur. There's 3 moles of sulfur and 1 mole of lead 3 sulfate. So this is going to be 3 sulfurs times each sulfur is 32 grams. Let's see, that's going to be 96 grams. Okay. And finally, for the oxygens, we have to distribute the 3 subscript into the parentheses. So that's going to be 4 times 3 is going to be 12 oxygens. Okay. Times each oxygen is going to be 16 grams. And what's that going to be? 160 plus 32 is going to be, I believe, 192. Check me on that, Mr. Falls.
That is correct.
Alright. So we add up the masses. We have 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 2 is 12. 1 is 2, plus 18 is going to be 20. 2 and 4 is 6, plus 7. So we have 702 grams per mole. Is that right? I'm not sure.
Looks right to me.
Alright, so 1 mole of lead 3 sulfate is 702 grams. So now what we simply have to do is take the masses of each individual atom in that molar mass and divide it by the total. So for lead was 414 grams. So we're going to take 414 grams of lead divided by the total molar mass, which we found to be 702 grams. Okay, and we're going to simply divide this and multiply it by 100%. Okay, we'll plug those numbers in later. For sulfur, sulfur makes up 96 grams of the total compound, which is a molar mass of 702 grams. Multiply that quotient by 100%. Okay, and then finally, we do the same for oxygen. Oxygen makes up 192 grams of the total. Which is 702 grams. Okay, let's get our percentiles. If we divide this, plug in these numbers, 414 grams of lead divided by the total molar mass of lead 3 sulfate, 702, multiply that by 100, we roughly get 58.97%. So what that tells us that 59% roughly of lead 3 sulfate is composed of lead, 96 grams of sulfur, divided by 702 grams, times 100%, we get roughly 13.68% is sulfur. And finally, for oxygen, 192 divided by the total compounds mass, 702 grams, times 100% gets us 27.35% oxygen. And that's how you calculate percent composition.